Kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming live from Mesa in Arizona. I hope you're all having a super fantastic, sparkling Serenity Sunday. How has your day been? What have you done today to completely unplug from everything? We've had a great day of unplugging here. I did do a little bit of work though, because I've been writing out the full script. Well, not really the full script, but the full story for the genealogy reveal the family tree reveal that I did, where I totally forgot to record it. So I've been writing out the full script so that I can go back and re-record it. So I didn't get it recorded today, but I do have time blocked in my calendar to do that tomorrow. And then we got laundry done today. In fact, I did a lot of the writing of it while I was over doing the laundry, completely offline. It was great because I kept saying there was no Wi-Fi signal in the laundry. I thought, well, last time I was here, there was a really strong Wi-Fi signal. Don't know, don't care. The laundry is now done because I kept putting it off throughout the day because I had to get this other stuff written out and was trying to get it recorded, but the writing took longer than I anticipated. And Zeffy kicked up a storm. In fact, for about 3 hours before I left, there's a YouTube channel, I can't remember the name of it, but they have like 15 hours of music to help dogs with separation anxiety. And so I had that on for about 3 hours before I left. So it was actually quite nice. It's beautiful classical music and all of that. And I had one that was on that was a puppy anti-anxiety music, and Zeffy kicked up a storm on that one. Like, she would not stop talking. And so I switched it to the dog separation anxiety one, and she seemed to calm down with that one a little more. So I thought, yay, maybe we could get out there. So let her outside while I was loading up the pink wagon to take the laundry over to the laundromat, and then brought her back, bribed her to get her back inside. I'd also scattered treats throughout the RV as well, an easy place that she would find them. Different types of treats too, and so far it looks like she found them all. So I've done a quick walk around and I don't see any sitting anywhere. So obviously she went on a hunt after I closed the door. She then went, but she did kick up a performance. I was like 5, 6, 7 sites down. I could still hear her crying and all of that. And the guy across the road, I saw him outside and I should have mentioned I was going off to the laundry, but I totally didn't think of it. And when I came back, he said that she'd been crying for quite a bit and he wondered if anything was wrong because the door was closed. And I said, no. I said, I'm sorry, I should have told you I'd gone off to do the laundry, and she was probably going to kick up a stink about it. But when I came back, I got a little bit of a whining when I opened up the door. Before I opened up the door, put her on the long lead so she could get outside and run around. And then a few minutes later, he came over and played with her and gave her some treats. And I had got all the laundry inside and the pink wagon packed up, and it's laying underneath the RV right now. Because I'll probably use it again beforehand, and it's just the hassle of putting it away, taking it back out again, and all that. So it just lays underneath the folded up and lays underneath the underneath Sparkles. But so I got the pile of laundry. I don't know what I hate doing laundry, and the fact that I've got to put it into the laundry bags, put it into the cart, drag it over to the laundromat here at the campground, and then spend an hour and a half there getting the laundry washed and dried, and then folding it, and then dragging it all the way back here. It's really draining. And yeah, I get an hour and a half to sit there while it's all working and everything else, and get to do some writing. I get to do some reading. Today I was writing out the thing. I had the family tree stuff information with me on the handwritten notes and the family group sheets, and I was able to sit there and write out the script. So tomorrow I can sit down and record the thing, and get that sent off to the person. And I was supposed to record it today. It just didn't happen. I didn't get the script finished or anything, so we'll get that taken care of tomorrow. But otherwise, I was completely unplugged today. This is only the second time I've been online today to do the Facebook Live, and then after this, I am offline again. And our chew stick has aged enough that we're now chomping on it. This is her Himalayan cheese stick. They're very hard, so they're for extreme chewers. There's something on the back about you put them in the microwave and they're meant to puff up and make it easier for them to chomp on. She's an extreme chewer. I like to make sure she has something hard that she can chew on because it's good for her teeth and gums and things. And you can see she's got some of the little shavings that she then goes back and eats. But she walks that thing around. She drags that thing around around the RV for 2 or 3 days beforehand. And if I'm sitting, she'll bring it over to me and she tucks it in next to my leg. The funniest thing, if I get up and go to the bathroom, she jumps up, grabs it, comes into the bathroom and puts it between my legs, so to say, and then stands back and gives me a lecture on the fact that I left her dog bone behind, I left her chew stick behind. I'm supposed to be guarding. Go figure. So, but it's good. All the laundry is now done. I think my next RV, I'm going to make sure it has a washer dryer in there when I eventually upgrade Sparkles. So, yeah, because going across the laundry, because then I can just throw the stuff straight into the washing machine. As soon as washing machine's full, run it through a cycle, keep up with it that way. Instead of this, they just sit there. The bags as soon as the bags are full, then it's time to go do laundry. So yeah, this is just way too much. I mean, it took me half an hour to get everything folded before I could come back. So I know I learned this lesson every time. I wait 3 to 4 weeks before I go do my next load of laundry, and I pay for it dearly. So it's sort of like, oh, once a week, Helen, once a week. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But then I guess we'll get Zephyr use. And I just found a pair of socks down here on the floor that Zephyr's digged out from I don't know where. Probably from underneath the chair that on the passenger's seat here that I have just sitting here, spun around, because underneath the chair is where my shoes are. And I because I only wear the socks for maybe about half an hour or an hour when we're out walking and stuff. And I come back, I just leave them with my shoes so I can wear them again that evening. And sometimes I take the shoes out, the socks aren't there, and Zeffy's been playing ball and it's knocked the socks out or whatever. And so it's probably where all my socks are. If I go look under the passenger's chair, maybe I'll find them all. But there's one laying down here on the floor, and I know its mate's around here somewhere. So I think Zeffy found that one when she was hunting for her treats today. So maybe I'll make that a game with her, that when I have to go do laundry, I leave treats, or I have to leave her in the RV by herself. And I'll get her, that's the one way I can train her, is as I, maybe during the day or something, I'll go out for like a walk or something, or, I won't sit outside because she'll see me. But I'll go for a walk or something and leave some treats scattered around that she's got to go find, and see if that helps her. But I put them in, and I'm going to be putting the music on more often as well. But what amazes me, okay, so get this, it's 15 hours of music that is supposed to help dogs with separation anxiety. So why after an hour do you blast an ad and the music? There's not going to be people watching. How many people sit there with this? I mean, the music's pretty good to listen to, so I'll probably actually put it on during the day, but then it runs on my bandwidth, so maybe not. But maybe on Sundays we'll run it, so she get used to it running on Sundays, because that's usually my laundry day if I do laundry. But after an hour, this ad blurts in. I'm like, really? And then it goes back to the music, and it stops right in the middle of the piece, not at the end of a piece, but right in the middle of a piece. I'm going, oh, it happened to be a piece that I don't know what it was, but it was really good, and I was really enjoying it. And this ad, and I'm just like sitting here, feet up, listening to the music, and all of a sudden this ad blasts, and I'm like, seriously? And then we go back to the music, and I settle down again, and then an hour later it blasted in again, and I'm like, oh, this is ridiculous. So I don't know how many times, and the thing was on for almost 7 hours today, so I don't know how many times during that time it blasted the commercials. I only after the first 2 hours. So yeah. But anyway, so it's been a nice quiet day, just getting a lot of writing done. I actually have writer's cramp in my hand. My hand's all cramped up from writing so much, so it's going to get rested tonight, and it'll get rested tomorrow as well, since I'll be doing a video. But yeah, I got the time slotted in so I can go in and do the recording and everything. But that's it from us for today. So how did you spend, I got a question. How did you spend your Serenity Sunday today? Did you do a complete unplug and get outside, go do some stuff? Did you just nap all day, lay around, read a book, watch a movie? I know, is it football season? I haven't watched any. The only sports I've seen since Brad passed was Super Bowl after he passed. And that's it. I haven't seen any sports since, because he was always the big sports person on the weekends. He'd have Thursday night football, Friday night football, Saturday was college games, Sunday was NFL, and then we had Monday night football, and then I had him to myself for 2 nights before we're back into the rotation again. But even, in the mornings he would sit there and he'd watch the sports news. He'd watch, was it Mike and Mike? He would watch them in the mornings and catch up on all the sports news. No matter what the sports was, he would just sit there and watch the sports news for a couple of hours, or however long it was that they were on. And that was his morning thing. during the last 2 years of his life. That's what he would do. But once he went into hospital, I think there was maybe twice during the 87 days he was in there, we actually turned the TV on. And that wasn't until we got over to the new unit, and there was some game on he wanted to watch. So I turned it on and he immediately fell asleep. I'm like, okay, guess we're not watching any game. And of course, the second I turned it back on, I was watching that. No, you were sleeping. No, I wasn't. I was watching that. Well, what was that last play? I was watching that. Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love guys in their sports. It's hilarious. And with the remote too. You know, they're asleep in their chair and you flip the channel. Change it back. I was watching that. Could they have some built-in radar or something? The number of times I had fallen asleep in my recliner and Brad swiped the remote from me and changed it from whatever it was I was watching at the time to whatever it was he wanted to watch. I can't tell you, but I never knew he had taken the remote off me until I woke up and went, hang on, I was watching something. He said, like, that was like 2 hours ago. So, yeah, but with him, as soon as I hit the remote, he would switch it back. And it was almost like an instantaneous thing. So, yeah, the guys have got a better radar for remotes especially than I do, and maybe some other women as well. Who knows? But anyway, that was part of our Sunday fun, was that. And yeah, but anyway, so what did you do today for your Serenity Sunday to help you relax, get recharged, get ready for the following week? Hope you had a super fantastic sparkly Serenity Sunday. I'm off to WALK a DOG, and I really don't feel like it right now. I might have a snack first. Yeah, I think I'll put my feet up, have a snack, have something to drink, because it gets very dehydrating in the laundry. Have you ever noticed that? It gets very dehydrating sitting there in the laundry. Must be with all those dryers going or something. Who knows? Anyway, have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we will catch you guys tomorrow for Magic Monday. Hei konera!